Hello, everybody, and good evening to you. How are you today? Or should I say tonight, because it's the nighttime and it's almost midnight. Anywho, how are you? So, I'm going to finish up my night by covering Chantal's Get Ready With Me live that she did. Just trying to catch up on all this Chantal content. So I posted a video earlier about the $60 Beezer spray, and I gave my thoughts on it, my concerns for anyone who might want the Beezer spray, how risky it might be as far as entering your personal information on the website, because you don't know where that information is going. You don't know who is getting it. You don't know what it'll be used for. And then there's the product itself. We don't know what's in the product. We don't know the ingredients. There could be allergic reactions. There could be all kinds of things that could come from using that product since you don't know what's in it. And guess what? Chantal herself was nosy, decided to come over to the video and leave a comment in the form of one of her sock accounts. Charles Reed, Chantal, you are so incredibly obvious. We all know your socks. You give yourself away. Maybe you want to give yourself away, but you made a point to come over into my backyard and leave a comment on my video, and I replied to you. What's the matter, Chantal? Did you run out of points? You're feeling a little cranky because you ran out of points and you couldn't eat anything for the rest of the day. Well, that happens when you use up most of your points eating a fast food meal, but that's not a me problem. That's a you problem. But anywho, let's go over on some stuff on Twitter, and we'll mosey on over to the live and I'll give my thoughts about that. Before we get started, though, yeah, I feel like being a little bit catty to Chantal because doesn't she have an Ambiance channel? Yeah, she does, doesn't she? But it kind of sucks. Hey, Chantal, since she made a point to come over to my channel and be a little bit, rude, I'm going to be a little rude to you. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you something. You want to do Ambiance, do you? You want to have an Ambiance channel? Guess what? There's mine. Yeah, I got 30 subscribers. What of it? I just started it though, and I'm uploading all my videos here. Look at the ambiance that I'm putting out. I've got over 200 videos on my main channel that I'm transferring over here. So for those of you that want to see true ambiance, and there are tons of great ambiance channels on YouTube, but if you want to see my stuff, Roses and Rain, relaxing ambiance, look at these videos, Chantal. Look. This is ambiance. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to be attractive. It's supposed to sound good. Okay. This is what ambiance looks like. Not just some stock footage with some stock sounds. This is where creativity comes into play. You know, that thing that you lack the most of. This is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be inspiring. I'm a small channel. You're a much bigger channel. And you got your ambiance channel. You should be ashamed. Ashamed. Been on YouTube for 5 years, and that's the best you can do. Yeah, shameful. Anyway, now that we're done, we're going to go on over to Twitter. We're going to cover some brief stuff on Twitter. And then we're going to go over to the live and cover it. So there's my Twitter. Okay, starting right here with Miss Anthropope talking about Chantal. She softened people up by delivering the cameos. I bet my last dollar none of this crap will ever reach its destination. Rule number one, she's a lying liar that lies. Don't trust Foodie Beauty. Yeah, so people might enter in their information and pay the money and never see the product. And even worse, there's a chance that they might be the victim of fraud. I certainly wouldn't trust Salah or Murad or Foodie. Uh, Neither one of those three have ever shown that they can be trusted. So why trust them now with your money and your information? That's just my point of view. Uh, Sarah Abbey says, Foodie Beauty, you're the only one playing your secret travel game. Nobody's stalking you. If anyone wants to report you, they can give them your info anytime, flag your name, and when you try to complete your secret ops, you'll be questioned. Tell me that you're not that stupid to think that's why you have to be secretive. So in the live that we're going to review, Foodie puts out this vibe of she has to keep everything a secret. Nobody can know when she's traveling. Foodie, come on, be logical. Be really logical about this. It doesn't matter when you travel. Do you honestly think that people are going to just get some plane tickets or take off work and then just show up at the airport where you are just to see you and film you on their phones? Come on. Believe it or not, people have lives. They have things to do. They have to go to work. They have to stay at work. They're not going to take their time or spend their money just to show up at the airport where you are. No, 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 no. No, we're not. I know you like to live in a grandiose world where you are so self important. You're so self important that people are just going to stop everything just to get a glimpse at you. But that's not the way the real world works. That's just not happening. So, all these thoughts in your head of, I have to be secretive. Nobody can know when I'm traveling or how I'm traveling or what plane I'm on. You're putting more importance on yourself than what you actually have. Okay. Nobody is that invested that they will spend tons of money just to catch an airplane, catch a flight, go to your destination just to get a glimpse of when you get on a plane and when you get off a plane. Okay. All right. So that just let that soothe your mind. You're safe to travel. Sarah Abbey says, need to save Chantal's thumbnail and cheap perfume promo. So as soon as the fraud is uncovered and she says she isn't responsible for it, kind of like how she wasn't responsible for Natter's channel and subjecting vulnerable women to him, we'll show her the thumbnail and remind her. You know what Foodie will say at that point? That, she didn't lie. She just changes her mind. That'll be her defense. I didn't lie. I just changed my mind. And if I changed my mind, then it wasn't a lie. That's her loophole. You got to read the fine print with Foodie. You got to read the fine print. You got to read the fine print beneath the main print. Miss T says, no way are they getting that into North America, talking about the beezer spray or any of the products without labels. They have to go through customs and we have product laws. Amaro follows up with saying that's a very good point. They won't get into Europe either. So yeah, a lot of countries, they have regulations, they have laws about if you're shipping something through, they want to know what's in it, for safety. So that is absolutely true. Okay, so there wasn't much to show on Twitter. That's okay. Let's go over to the live itself. Let's do that. It's only for an hour, thank goodness. But let's see what she has to say and let me give my thoughts. And all of you here, you're free to give your thoughts in the comments section. Let's do this.
How about something off Madonna's bedtime stories? Okay. I want you the right way. I want you, but I want.
Ma'am, it is far too late to listen to you sing. My ears did not sign up for that torture. You can stop now. Nobody asked for this. Nobody requested this. This is not karaoke. You don't have to sing.
I want you to want me.
Nope, 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 no, we're not doing that tonight. We're just not.
Too.
Nope.
I'd rather be your lover. I'd rather be your lover. Take a bow. Take a bow.
No, don't sing Madonna. No, no, I'm not doing this. No, no, we're gonna skip ahead. We're gonna skip ahead.
I can't do that. So, not that I would want to anyway. Like, just like kind of, I don't know, it might have been jokingly, but still, just, I'm not taking chances. So,
A team of screaming goats has more harmony than Chantal. That's all I'm gonna say about her singing.
hi, tickets. Beautiful. Getting ready to go where? Well, I just have some work to do. Like, I have some videos to do. And We might go out for dinner tonight, but I have some videos to do, so I'm getting ready to do my work. That's my job, guys. Like, I get ready, I do cameos, I do videos, and we might go out later to dinner. Salah's at work right now. Like, they're working on like a store, but you guys are going to be able to purchase your own products very soon. So stay tuned for that. Like,
You know how incredibly messed up this is, Chantal? The fact that you have Cameo set up and you're charging people $25 for a video, and I'm sure the videos are not that long. But where is your main money coming from? Where has it been coming from? Your channel, right? So you'll put your makeup on and you'll get ready to do your cameos. You'll put all the kinds of care into doing those cameos. But what about your main channel? What about this channel right here, right now? There are lots more people on your main channel than on Cameo. So, you've got your work to do, you said. Got to put my makeup on. I got to do those cameos for 25 bucks a pop. Even though Cameo takes 25% of that, you'll make sure to do those cameos, but you'll do nothing on your main channel to entertain people or to make great content. Those of you on her main channel that you're long-standing viewers, supporters, maybe even VIBs, that you've been hanging around waiting for Chantal to get it together to give you great content. If I were you, I would feel very cheated. I would feel like you got the short end of the straw because you did. Just because you're not paying Chantal 25 bucks a pop, don't you deserve to be entertained? If this channel is her bread and butter, shouldn't you guys come first? I think so. The Cameo is just a side hustle, but her main bread and butter is her main channel. So shouldn't you guys get first priority? Yeah, I think so. She doesn't think so because she's not getting 25 bucks a pop per person. But the meat and potatoes is the main channel, not Cameo. And the Cameo situation, that's just a novelty thing. The novelty is going to wear off eventually. And then back to the main channel, I guess.
very soon. So don't worry. Abdullah had hello. Looks like you're at the villa. This looks like the villa. Oh, my curtains. Have you heard of Candy? It's like Cameo, but lifetime with your booking. Oh, no way. That would be cool. Like, I would.
Oh, Lord. Somebody just gave her a suggestion for another site where she can set up a profile and pull people or to make a little bit of side money.
I was thinking that, like, it would be so much nicer to be able to do, like, video talks with you guys, So
She doesn't care to talk to people. She cares about making money off of people. And she's always looking for new ways and new forms so she can set up memberships or get some quick, fast money out of it. And here's the sad thing, Chantal. You're not trying to be an entrepreneur. You're not looking for different ways to branch out and make multiple sources of revenue. All the money that you make goes into buying food for you. It's all about buying food. It's all about having enough money to give to Salah. But mainly it's to buy food for you. You gotta buy that food. Gotta pay for all that takeout. So things like Twitch, YouTube, Cameo, multiple channels, it's all about I've got to buy fast food. I've got to. And I got a very expensive food bill, so we got to keep that money flowing in.
Lillian Murphy. I want Cameo of you. Dance to Hanky Panky. Hammer Mania. How about buying some cotton maxi dresses to help with the heat? Yeah, I might get some. Yeah. Yeah. So later tonight, you guys will be able to buy. So stay tuned. I'm going to be doing a video soon. Telling you all about where you can buy, all this and that. So I'm just using some Pansy hand cream right now. It's cold in Paris. A private dancer. Krista, yeah, I'm in Kuwait. Was half expecting you to be in Canada. Oh, you guys thought I was traveling? Yeah, if I do and when I do travel, I'm going to be doing vlogs. Like, I'd love to be able to go and live at the airports, but I have crazy people in my, there's crazy people who would just want to make mess for me as usual, So.
What do you think is going to happen? You're saying, there's crazy people and they'll make mess for me. What exactly are you envisioning? Do you think you're going to get swatted at the airport? What do you think is going to happen? What crazy ideas do you have in your mind as far as what you think people can do? Honestly, what do you think is going to happen? As I said, no one is going to show up at the airport. They're going to take time off of work or their busy day or take time away for their families just to get a 5-second glimpse of you and take pictures. Just not going to happen. You may put a sense of self-importance on yourself, Chantal, but to the rest of us, you're not that important, okay? We've got lives to take care of. We've got things to do. No one's going to show up at an airport just to hang around, just to get a good look at you. So you can just relax about that. You can travel safely. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
So, why do I have dry mouth? Maybe my medication? Hi, Into the Void. Thanks, Teardrop. Hi, Energy Egg. Pandy. Occasionally, actually, I do talk to him occasionally. So I have some. I'm gonna wear some perfume just in the house for now. Like, I don't like to spray it too much, but these.
That's not perfume. That's fabric spray. That's already been established. That's not perfume. You may use it as perfume, but it's not perfume. I've never seen perfume in a spray bottle.
Your spray. So I kind of just like spray this on my clothes. Rose vanilla smell. And then this is one of my other favorites from Salah's Business. I won't show the number, but it's like, what is it? I don't even know the smell. What is it? It's like amber. It smells very Middle Easty. So I use this one.
That's very weird. So she covered up the bottle because she did not want anyone to see the number. But isn't this a product that's available on the website? So wouldn't the number be shown then? So why cover it up in a video? Weird.
And I use some of this, which is hair mist one. And I put it under my hijab. This is my undercap. So I put it on my
Wait. Hold it. Stop right there. So it's hair mist. So why are you spraying it on your hijab again? Since it's got no contact whatsoever with your hair?
undercap usually. And it makes, because I sweat in my hijab. So this, like, I get wafts of it when I'm outside and I'm sweaty. It makes it smell nice, So I'm using that. Go to Minnesota. Woodsy smells. Yeah, it's very woodsy. AASMR. Yeah, you guys will be able to.
Let me get this straight. So for your head, you put a woodsy scent, and then you use the fabric spray on the rest of you, which is a rose vanilla. Somehow I think those scents are going to clash. Wouldn't they clash? A woodsy with a rose vanilla all at the same time?
To buy Beezer spray, you will be able to buy oud. You'll be able to buy incense. You'll be able to buy actual like oud, like little perfume oils, house products, cleaning products, whatever you want. Diego, 14 months. Wow. Hey, Diego, been a long time. Loyalty Beezer, ready should be. Hello. I have Howie here beside me. See? Howie. See, I put a wheel in the sky for him. He loves it. You're not blocked, Energy Egg. So people have been asking, like, so I saw a comment like, have you gone for more walks? Not outside, like especially not in the day. But I do actually have, you see the mat on the floor here? So I do actually have a playlist that I'm working on. Like I have a few videos in there right now of because I joined Weight Watchers. I finally did it. I know you're gonna think, oh, Amber Lynn joined Weight Watchers. So what? There's so many people on Weight Watchers. So
Yeah, and it didn't work for her either.
hi Wormley.
You know why? Because those with food issues, diets don't work. How many times have I said that on my channel and in my videos? Diets don't work. Because diets are for temporary weight loss. I'm sorry, let me correct myself. I said that wrong. Diets like Weight Watchers, I mean, plans like Weight Watchers, it's focused around losing pounds. But let me hold on a second. There's something I'd like to show y'all. Something that I found on Twitter that needs to be seen. It's in my feed. I saved it. Please give me just one moment. Sorry about the delay. I'm looking for it. I've been saving a lot of stuff tonight. Do. I was busy saving stuff for the beater spray video, but I came across something interesting that all of you should see, including you, Chantal, including you, and Amber, as a matter of fact. There's so much stuff about the beater spray that I put in the other video. Okay, yes, I found it. I found it. Okay, we're back on Twitter. This is courtesy of Queen of WTF, saying, I remember reading about this in the past. So then both Chantal and Amber should not be doing Weight Watchers at all, according to their own diagnoses. Y'all listen. Y'all read that. Weight Watchers is not a medical organization and cannot meet the needs of those with EDs. For this reason, those with a current medical diagnosis of an ED are not eligible for membership in the Weight Watchers program. What I say, diets don't work for people who have problems with food. And they're not meant for people who have problems with food. Because you get a problem with food, you need something more intense, something that revolves around perhaps even inpatient or therapy. But Weight Watchers or any other diet program, not meant for something severe. Okay? There you go. Someone like Chantal, she's very hyper fixated on food. She needs therapy. She needs inpatient. She's doing everything but what she needs to do. Okay? But just so we're clear, Weight Watchers, they can't cover all the needs that you have if you have a problem with food. So Chantal's over there, basically playing follow the leader with Amber because she did Weight Watchers, and she's always on the lookout on TikTok, on YouTube, see what's trending. She's trying to go viral. If somebody else is doing something viral, she wants to do it too. She's always looking at other people's ideas to try to make an idea for herself. But Weight Watchers does not and will not work for someone like Chantal.
I bet you miss winter by now. A little. I miss fall. So it would be so cool to do Canada in the fall when I could do autumn stuff. But pumpkin spice and everything nice. Carolina, very important. Bees are 11 months. I'm so happy to see you smiling. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So she already quit Weight Watchers. Oh, no, I've been doing it for like a few days. I will say one thing about that walk. It was very eye-opening for me, but honestly,
Obviously, it wasn't, because you went on the walk, which you really didn't do a whole lot of walking. You walked for what, 8 minutes? And then everybody was commenting about just your size and your lack of health. And you got really upset and grumpy about it. But you did that walk. And what did you do, Chantal? So you did the Weight Watchers thing. You used up almost all of your points in one meal eating what? Say it with me, fast food. So how eye-opening was it really? If it was eye-opening for you, it didn't open your eyes all the way. Because even with the Weight Watchers thing, you were still trying to find a way to include the fast food. You even went so far as to look up poutine on Weight Watchers. For God's sakes, woman, who does that? Who starts up Weight Watchers and your first concern is, how many points is poutine? You're still trying to find a way to get that fast food in as much as possible, even if it means using up all of your Weight Watchers points. Well, we just saw that thing on Twitter. Well, Weight Watchers is not for you. Clearly, it's not for you. Inpatient may be for you. Therapy is for you. Weight Watchers, not for you.
I feel like it would have been a lot easier if it wasn't so hot and if I wasn't fully dressed. That made me feel a bit dizzy that my head was covered. But yeah, of course it would be easier if I was a little smaller, you know? A lipstick that doesn't give irritation to lips. That's hard because I don't know. You know? Okay, this is really good. This is actually a lip plumper, but it's like not irritating. I got it on Amazon. Peach. It's peach flavor. How's the border hop? I didn't border hop. Not yet. um, so this is what I put on before I do my makeup. Yeah. So I mean, you know, but there are like if you've seen that there was
No, you put on the filters before you put on your makeup, but go ahead.
the woman at the beach, she was like fully dressed in black and like covered. Probably easier for her, you know. So I'm not gonna deny that yeah, it would be easier if you know you're a bit smaller. So I'm gonna put some of this too. I don't know. I really like this. I've had it for a while, but I use it a lot. Bright crystal. Hi, babe.
You got two types of the fabric spray on Chantal. She put the spray that was supposed to be spray for her hair on the hijab. She put the rose vanilla spray on her, and now she's going to put perfume. All of those sprays together are going to clash.
How's work? How are you doing? Hello, Beezers. No, I'm not.
And can I ask anybody a silly question? This just occurred to me. So she's getting all ready to do her cameos. Why does she need all that perfume? Why does she need all that spray? She's doing cameos. Ain't nobody gonna smell her through the cameo.
I'm not gonna remove my hijab. This is like honestly makes me feel closer to God and protected. So
Oh, you can stop right there. You can really stop right there. Chantal, maybe your memory's a little foggy, but you told us in a video the reason why you wear the hijab and the abaya has nothing to do with being closer to Allah or being a newly reverted Muslim woman. Has everything to do with the fact that you are embarrassed about your weight. You're embarrassed about how big you're getting and you're kind of trying to cover it up. But that's something we already knew about you. But you came right out and said it. You don't have to dress in the hijab and the abaya. You don't have to be so covered up. You're choosing to do that. But you dressing in the hijab and the abaya has nothing to do with being closer to Allah.
oh, you know. But anyway, so I have Weight Watchers, and I think it's about $37 Canadian, a bit less in the States. I get 50 points daily, which seems like a lot, but when you eat the amount of fast food I'm used to eating and junk food and carbs, it's not that much. I'm allowed 28 weeklies, which means weekly points. Um, it's like if you go over one of our, yes, I've gone over already some of them. But
She's already counting on going over. She's already counting on going over her points. Like, what are my cheat days? When can I cheat? When can I cheat on the Weight Watchers? That's what she's looking at. When can I get away with doing what I shouldn't be doing?
But the first day, second 1 to 2 days was pretty rough. But today's been okay so far. Yeah, so it's actually I like it because I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to teach you like the diet meals are finished, but we did eat them all. We didn't waste any of them, right, babe? We ate them all. So they were actually pretty good. So, for example, I have a list in the app that's free food, okay? And it's free food that's pretty hard to binge on. And that's pretty nutritious. So, all the free foods are very nutritious food that are not very high in fat and calories. So, like eggs, chicken, lean meat, like lean chicken, lean turkey. Business going great. Yes.
Does anybody believe she's actually going to eat that healthy food, though? For real? Does anybody out there believe she's going to gravitate towards that healthy food? Because she's already mentioned in the one video she did, like she said, turkey chili, who's going to eat that? Well, turkey chili sounds great to me, but because it's healthy, you're not going to eat it. So yeah, there's healthy options with Weight Watchers. But anybody believe that she's going to go for the healthy food? No, she's going to try to find a way to include some fast food. Always the fast food.
Yes, babe, I told them they're going to be able to buy the products. No, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I'm so sorry for your loss. That's so sad. My cat is trying to burst in. I'm so sorry for your loss. Thank you, Teardrop. Wait, the whole like food. So I have 50, I guess I have 50 points a day, okay? But then there's a whole list of, so even if you go, I like that because if you go over your points instead of going over your calories, the points base is also like based on nutrition. And there's some things I find though that I couldn't track. Like they don't even have puts in. I was just curious. I didn't have puts in, but I added the food myself. I looked up.
You know, Chantal, when the spiritual world was giving out common sense, you were last in line, weren't you? You were at the back of the line. And by the time you got to the front, they had none to give you. That had to be the case. Because if you had common sense, at least a little bit, you would think to yourself, is poutine nutritious? Is it good for me at all? Let's think about what's in poutine. What is poutine? It is French fries, carbs. It's nothing but carbs. It's carbs. French fries, which are carbs, covered with cheese curds. Cheese, which is fat. Don't need that either. Brown gravy, that's not nutritious. There's nothing nutritious or good about poutine. It's just junk food. It's straight junk food. But there you are trying to find a way to include poutine in with Weight Watchers.
All the nutritional facts of the poutine, and I added them.
There is, you know why there are no nutritional facts about poutine? Because it's not nutritious. Not at all.
Myself. So, but yeah, I'm allowed 50 points, and those are like mostly foods. Like let's say I eat Burger King, a Whopper meal with a diet soda is 31 points. That's so many points. So, you get one fast food meal. So no more eating like 2 to 3 burgers because I have to count them. But at least I still get to eat some things enjoyable. And then you know what? If I'm still really hungry after, I can make like a chicken salad or something like that. So
You could, but you won't. I can already see how things in that household are going to be. She'll eat one fast food meal And then either she's going to throw a temper tantrum so that Salah will just give her the food so she'll shut up, which is something that she's done for years. She knows that she can manipulate people through her anger. If I get angry enough, if I cause enough of a ruckus, they'll just give in to me just to shut me up. Or she'll sneak eat. She'll wait till he goes to bed and then she'll get on her phone and get on the app, or she'll find some other food in the house. He'll wake up and the fridge is empty, but she will get that food. Promise you that.
So that's really, really good. Yeah, it's not that it's low fat, but it counts the fats, like, for sure, because they're higher in calories, But I don't find it too overwhelming. I don't find it as overwhelming. I find it way more lenient than just counting calories. You know what I mean? So we'll see. So I don't have any foundation. I never wear foundation. But this,
You don't have to wear foundation right now because you've got the face contour filter on. And don't tell me you don't have it on because I can clearly see it on your face. And this is not to shame Chantal, just a fact. Chantal has rosacea on her face, on her cheeks. It gives the appearance of sunburned cheeks. And you can kind of see it through the contour filter. You can see it peeping out through the filter. The filter does a lot to smooth it out, but it's still there. So she's trying to say, oh, I'm all natural. I'm not wearing any foundation. Well, you don't have to with a filter on.
like the sunlight.
And that's not counting the contour filter to make her face smaller, the eye widening filter to make her eyes bigger. Okay, there's a lot of filters going on here. Even filters to change her eye color because her natural eye color is dark chocolate brown, not green, not amber, not blue, brown. So you like to criticize the reaction channels for not coming on camera, for using an avatar, but your filters literally make you a living avatar, Chantal. This is not your authentic self. This is your filtered self.
Shows all of the imperfections in your face. So sorry for picking my nose. No, I'm kidding. What am I gonna wear? Radiant face, me too. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's like more manageable than anything else because it also like tries to retrain your brain. Hey, ghost face, into recognizing like that's why it allows you those free foods to get you used to eating them. To get you used to eating nutritious food and not just farting girl. Hello, why am I farting girl?
So here we have educational Edna over here talking to us about nutrition. And I don't know exactly when your visa will be up, Chantal. The rumor is it's sometime in late July, August, maybe September. So we have educational Edna over here talking to us about nutrition. How is she going to fare when she goes back to Canada? And she's faced with all the temptation, all of it, every single bit of it. How do you think she's going to fare? I'm not trying to be negative over here, but my guess is that she won't even make it out of the airport. She'll get off that airplane, she'll pass by a Starbucks, and then she'll say to herself, well, I just had a long flight. I'm going to treat myself. And she will double fist 2 Starbucks drinks. And the next stop will be a Burger King, where she will get her beloved Nashies. She won't even make it out of the airport, folks. She's going to eat a bunch of Nashies and drink her Starbucks and be loving it.
That's what I like about it, I gotta say. Trying to match my makeup with my hijab, which will be this color today. Brown. Thanks, cat girl. Nor we met online.
So Pandy asked the question, can you do one single video with no filters and just a real life vlog? What you actually do throughout the day, do it Amber style. Never gonna happen, Pandy. Never. Because Chantal relies on those filters to live the illusion that she actually looks this way. She would never turn her filters off and show us her real, authentic self, just as she'll never come on camera and give us the full, honest truth about herself. Never going to happen. She lives her life surrounded in lies, and she'll never abandon that, because as long as she lives a life surrounded in lies, she can be whoever she wants. She can do whatever she wants. She can live in a grandiose style. If she came on camera, just let it all hang out, be raw and natural, it would be refreshing in some sense, but then she would have to burst her own bubble to make that happen. And she's not going to do that. She stares at herself through that camera and she believes that the reflection is her true self when it's actually not.
Julia's not allowed in here right now because Howie's with me and because she will scratch every single thing in this room. She already has. Weight Watchers helps you take a look at what you're eating. Yeah, it's like it makes you double think like, oh my gosh, a Whopper's 31 points. What the heck? Am I like, and as you lose weight, your points reduce. And if you go over, like let's say an occasion and you just like, or you have a binge or something, at least you have the weeklies. And if you exercise, it goes, the weeklies increase. So all that to say, with the mat on the floor, they ask you some questions and track your, give you like an exercise suggestion. And for me, it was 10 minutes a day to start of exercise. And they even count housework, which I really like. Yeah, I do my.
Yeah, but how much housework do you really do? Housework does count. I mean, you can do some heavy duty housework and burn some calories that way, but how much housework can you really do right now, Chantal? Just walking to the beach wore you out. So how much housework can you do? The place that you have is small. Like, how much housework is there to do? You do maybe some dishes. I don't think you vacuum, which takes a bit of energy. How much housework do you really do? Not much. So if you're not doing much in the way of housework, you're not really burning much in the way of calories.
My makeup with my fingers. So that is good. Hey, Wormley. I gain weight so I can earn more points. I wonder if it works like that. Nothing feels better than not overeating. Yeah, that's why I have them out there. Yeah, I do it. I do like there's a lot of 10-minute in-home workouts, and you can even do some sitting down if like one day you're feeling more tired or sore. There's a lot of really.
So if you're doing workouts, why aren't you making content out of that? You big liar. You're not doing workouts. Just walking across the street wears you out. How are you doing workouts? But if you're doing workouts, why aren't you making that into content? That would be great positive content. The thing is, you and Salah have pretty much both confessed together, almost at the same time, that you'll sleep for 10 to 12 hours a day. And then you get up just long enough to do a video and eat and then go back to sleep. So when exactly are these workouts happening?
Really good sit down exercises. There's a lot of good standing ones, walk in place ones.
Why aren't you using them? You know, the irony of her saying this? These are all suggestions that I gave her in my video. I've talked about this in the past. I even said in my videos, look, you don't even have to leave your house to exercise. You can put a video on from YouTube. There are tons of dance videos, low impact cardio, aerobics, and stuff. You can do stuff at home. And here she is talking about it in her video. Tell me you watch me without telling me you watch me, Chantal, aka Charles Reed, in my comment section.
So that's what I like. Yeah, that won't happen, Anita. Amber's points were 80. Were they? I don't know. Yeah, it's mostly.
Cat Girl just made a very great comment. Cat Girl says, as far as getting healthy, it's 80% diet, 20% exercise. And I've always heard that most of the work is done in the kitchen. That's true. It's all about the food, it's all about how you feed yourself. So 80% diet, 20% exercise. Unfortunately, 80% of Chantal's diet is junk. So is it any surprise, any shock to anybody that if you eat junk, yeah, you're going to be sluggish, you're going to be tired, you're not going to have much energy because you're not giving your body anything to really good to work with.
Diet, but exercise is also important too. It helps with a lot of things health wise. So I'm using a kohl eyeliner. This is like this is hypoallergenic apparently. Acajou color. Acajou. Ghost face. Birdie said bees. I hate putting kohl eyeliner on. Why is this one dried out? Are you gonna dry out on me? It's like purple. It makes my skin look purple. Exercise is like drugs. Well, good, because I need a healthy habit. Healthy addiction.
Well, see, that's something that you're missing, Chantal, because I will tell you, as someone that I've exercised before, when you exercise, you get those endorphins pumping. You feel so good. You feel like your whole body is alive. It's wonderful. There's a thing called a runner's high. You start running and you get that dopamine. You rather shocked how exercise can give you that high feeling that you're looking for, and it's good for you. It's really good for you. But in my opinion, I'm not a doctor, just an opinion. At your current size, I think you should focus more on losing some of that weight. Correcting the diet situation and the food situation to where you can start losing some of that weight so you can move around easier and it might be safer for you to exercise. You're carrying so much weight around your middle that I'm sure your lower back is screaming. If you lowered your weight, you'd be able to move easier and do more without hurting yourself.
Acajou. What? What does that mean? Kind of wish I had foundation on. My skin is so red today. Maybe it's the new skincare products are irritating it. Okay, this kohl is the worst kohl I ever used. It's like chunking on my lash line. Look at that.
Can you please not do that? I don't know what your obsession is these days with using the little kid voice and the crying, but it's so immature and it is so off-putting. You're a 39-year-old woman about to be 40. Stop acting and sounding like a little kid.
Ow! Garbage for this one.
I don't know how she thinks that acting that way and sounding that way is so appealing to a man. It isn't. When you're involved with a younger man, you're supposed to be the older, mature woman, and you're crying and talking like a child. That's not sexy, Chantal.
Some girls, they like candy.
And you like the whole candy aisle. Sorry, I couldn't help it.
Annoyed with this. Do I still have my gym membership? No. Oh no, it still is active, I think. I need a green color corrector. Hi, Sandra. I didn't say I was talking as if I'm successful. And actually, I am because I haven't gone over my weeklies. And the beginning is always the hardest, right? So failures are expected at first more than probably in the middle. I don't know. Whatever. Just use filters. Yeah, exactly. I don't need makeup for that. My phone has a smoothing filter. Okay, every single person who accuses me of wearing filters are the most filtered that I've ever seen. That or they don't even show their face. Okay, so.
Oh, are we going to do this again? They don't even show their face. They're filtered. Look at you. You're wearing filters right now. Hotter than 90% of all of us. You're wearing filters right now. Multiple filters, I might add.
I mean, I've seen on TikTok this woman, she looks so beautiful, like whatever, you know. And then she's like, let me show you. So she removed all her makeup, all her filters. It looked like a completely different person. Her skin had a lot of texture, a lot of blemishes, a lot of blemishes. So, I mean, everybody on social media uses filters, whatever. But I don't really, like, at first I didn't even know, like, that my Samsung had them. And then I did check. And now I just keep the smoothing filter on a little bit, but.
Smoothing filter, big eye filter. You got all the filters working at max level.
I mean, why not? I can't talk and eyeliner at the same time. Can you draw Marilyn Monroe beauty spot? No, because then I'll have to take it off after. There we go. Now I'll look more beautiful. What about it? I honestly don't want to be reminded that it's daytime. Why do they say statistically? Thanks, Teardrop. Thanks, Carolina. What do they say statistically? Statistically, that people who are day people are more successful and more happy. Maybe that's true, but maybe I'm doomed then forever because I like the nighttime.
Well, you used to love the daytime. About 4 or 5 years ago, when you started your channel, you were going out in the daytime. You were showing us videos where you're going out to the mall, hanging out with some friends, going out with your grams. You were even just taking walks along the roads and in the forest and through the fields, taking pictures in the fields. So you used to like the daytime. What happened? What happened, Chantal? You used to love the daytime, and then all of a sudden you decided, I don't like it.
I come alive in the nighttime because at the end of the day.
Quiet. I don't want to hear you.
This mascara is called Lash Princess by Essence. It's the cheapest mascara you could ever get. But I'm on a freaking. We are trying to be savvy with stupid things like this because, as you know, we have some traveling to do. And
The stupidity of this one. I can't with her. The stupidity of this one. We're trying to be smart, so I'm buying the cheapest mascara I can get my hands on, but at the same time, she'll spend so much money on takeout. So I gotta save money on my mascara just so I have money for the takeout, even though you were trying to save money for travel. Little pro tip, Chantal. You can't save money for travel if every time you turn around, you're sending Salah out for takeout food, or you're getting on the app and you're ordering it yourself. You would save a lot of money if you didn't buy takeout. You might have enough money for some good mascara, but yeah, I gotta buy the cheap mascara, then to turn around and she'll spend hundreds of dollars a week on takeout.
When you travel or get ready to travel, you want to be frugal, right? So you can get as much out of your experience as possible. So the days of me dropping 500 at Sephora are over.
At least for now, until you get back to Canada.
Once you get into the habit of like paying attention to what you're spending money on, you really, really just becomes a habit.
You know, Chantal always changes her narrative. When she was in Canada and she was making better money, she loved to throw in everybody's face, "Oh, look at me. I'm shopping at Sephora. I'm getting the Lush products. Look at me. I'm shopping on Amazon. Look at all this stuff I got on Amazon. Getting the takeout food 3, 4, 5 times a day. Going to Starbucks sometimes 2 times a day. Going to get her nashies." You remember when she went to Cuba? What did she say in Cuba? She said, "I've got so much money. I'm making so much money on YouTube. I hate how much money I have." And you know what the universe said to that? "Oh, really? You're making too much money and this is bothering you? Well, let's just help you out with that. We're going to take this burden off your hands." And her money started to go down. But now that she's in Kuwait, she's talking to us about, "Oh, it's so good to be frugal. It's so sensible. It's so smart." Well, you weren't smart then and you're not smart now. Because I don't care how many cheap mascara you buy, you're still eating junk food. You're still making yourself unhealthy. You're still on YouTube monetizing something you shouldn't be monetizing. Still monetizing your problems rather than dealing with your problems the right way. Trying to find shortcuts and quick fixes. You just don't want to face the truth. For your issues and your problems, there is no quick fix. It took you this long to get to this level. It's going to take some time to unravel that ball of yarn. Okay? And you're going to need therapy and you're going to need inpatient. And it's up to you whether you want to get therapy or inpatient, but that's what it's going to take. And it's also going to take you surrendering to the truth and saying, "I have a problem. It's over my head. It's over Salah's head. Nobody can wave a magic wand over my head and make it all go away. I have to take control. I got to do something about this. This is my life. And if I care about my life, I'll do something. And if I don't, then I won't." Chantal, you expect everybody else in the world to care about you, to be concerned for you. At the same time, you don't care about you. And I don't think that's fair. I don't think it's fair to ask strangers on the internet to care for you. At the same time, you don't give a doggone about yourself. And you get on YouTube and you hurt yourself with food.
You know? Budget, yeah. The Dior lip oil is $42. What? Why would you like no? Just like that shampoo that's like $95 for the shampoo and conditioner. Like I can't. Can you imagine? $92. Wet and Wild, yeah, I heard that. This is MAC lipstick. I've had it for a while. It's typical Middle Eastern men to be careful with money. Really? Wow, that's a good thing. Because listen, if there's anybody in life that needed this kind of um, good habit and what would you call it? Trait to get through life is me. I've been through like how many bankruptcies, how many problems with debt and with money, like a lot, as you guys are know, unfortunately. But
So, what? You went to Kuwait as a way to restrict yourself? And are you using Salah as a way to restrict yourself to control you? Are you trying to use Salah to give you some control because you have none? Here's where that's flawed. If you don't learn to have self control for yourself, that's a bad thing. Trying to use another person as a form of control is bad because that means as long as they have it, you don't have it. You've got to learn to be independent for yourself. You got to take control of yourself. Being a 39-year-old woman and you're depending on a younger man to be your control, I'm sorry, it's pathetic. You're supposed to be the older, mature one. Yet you're depending on somebody else to be there for you. You use him as a crutch. You shouldn't do that. They've got to have their own life, their own independence, their own interest, things they want to do. By putting them in a position where you're saying to that person, without you, I'm going to fall. Without you, I'm going to crumble. If you're not around, I'm going to get out of control and I'm going to do something stupid. It's unfair. You're basically saying to that person, you're not allowed to have a life. I expect you to devote yourself to me entirely, to be by my side because I'm so weak that if you're not here, I'm going to go out of control with something. So you have to be here. I'm going to cling to you. And as long as you're here, I have some control. But if you leave, I'm going to lose control. And then when you come back, I'm going to guilt trip you and say it's all your fault because I did this because you weren't here. Using what's wrong with you and using your weakness to try to control another person. That's very manipulative. Shouldn't be acting like that, Chantal. And I'm going to tell you this. Nobody who was ever with anyone that was controlling and manipulating, who in their own way was kind of forcing them to be with them, was ever happy. Nobody lives like that and is happy and content. A lot of resentment gets built up under the skin, a lot of it, a lot of anger. So, where you might have your version of a happy life, the person next to you, they have their version of a happy life. And if they're not allowed to pursue their happy life, trust me, on the inside, they're angry and they're resentful and they're going to hate you. They may grit their teeth and they may smile in your face, but they're going to hate you just because you're suffocating them and you're taking all the oxygen out of the room. And how much happiness are you going to have with that person feeling that energy? Not much. As it is, Salah can't stand you. And let's be honest, you can't stand him. You're always chasing the new car smell. Do you know what that is? You know when you get a new car, it's never been driven. You sit into it, you can smell the plastic, you can smell the vinyl. It smells brand new. For about a week or 2 weeks, your car has that new car smell. But then after a while, it starts to fade. And then all you're left with is just the fact that it's a car. You're always chasing after that new car smell, the new thrill, the strange, the unfamiliar, the mysterious. But then after a while, that feeling goes away. And so does the high of the new thing. And then you're left with exactly whatever it is, it is. And then you get bored with it and you want to move on to something new because it's not exciting. So you were excited over Salah because it was something new. But it's been what, 6 to 9 months? That new car smell is gone. Neither one of you like each other, and you're in each other's way. As far as being happy and making money, you are in each other's way. And it's time to part company and go back home to Canada. Just let him go. He don't love you. You don't even love him no more. Let him go.
So you really learn the value of money, and having somebody who's responsible and normal with that stuff.
You're trying to treat Salah like he's your father. He's not your father. He's supposed to be your husband, but he's not your father. You're trying to put him in a position where you don't want responsibility at all. And for him to take complete control. At the same time, you're a control freak. You want to let go of control as far as, okay, Salah, you pay the bills, you take control of the money, you do all the hard labor. I'll be over here just being relaxed. And then there are other moments you can't tell me what to do. Nobody tells me what to do. So you want to let go of control when you want to let go of control, and then take it back when you feel like having it. So you're not really truly independent. You're just lazy. You let go of control if it means you get to be lazy. And then you take it back when you want to feel like you're wanting to be a boss.
Makes a big difference. The only thing with this lipstick is it takes me a long time to apply because it's patchy. Maybe I could buy a cheaper foundation too, like a good one. I find for affordable, thanks Teardrop, you're so sweet. For affordable foundation and powder, the Fit Me by Maybelline really works so good, so well. It's very affordable. Okay. The Fit Me do one. Keep slaying. Thanks, Ghostface. All right. Hey, Average Undesirable. Your guys' names crack me up. One thing that used to be so in was matte lipstick, and now I hate it. I like hydrating lipstick. Okay, let's put this in the garbage. Yeah, so I have a huge vanity now. I like that Salah got it for me. Just haven't shown it. because we were trying to organize everything. So, thank you, gratitude. Amber, type 11, what? Okay, now I'm going to do my hijab. Look at this, man.
You know, that's supposed to be the content room, right? That room right there. That's supposed to be the content room. So remember when they first arrived there and they said, "Oh, we can't show it to you because it's the content room." I'm looking at that room and I don't see anything that would point in the direction of there was a lot to put in there and there was a lot to do. So why did it take so long for them to show us the quote unquote content room? What, you got a desk with a computer on it, you got a gaming chair, a love seat behind, possibly Salah's bed to one side where we can't see. So why would it take so long to set up a quote unquote content room if there's nothing else in the room except for those few things?
Mess. What the heck is this? What in the heck? Oh, this was my grandma's. This was my grandma's.
Why did she go silent?
The kiss. She loved it. I had a dream that she and I went to Marble Slab. The stream's in my bedroom? Really? Yeah, well, new life for me now. you know? So what if she weighs less than me? I don't mind. Is that supposed to insult me? How is weight an insult?
You know she's annoyed by that. The fact that Candy, Hungry Fat Chick, on her channel, which is twice the size of Chantal's channel. Let me say that again for you, foodie, since I know you watch my videos. Twice the size of your channel. You're not even at 100K yet. Candy is twice the size of you. And she was doing food content too, catering to kind of the same kind of people that you were. But she had a wake up moment and she said, "Hey, my health is more important than a paycheck." She's getting her act together. And she's been doing really, really well. And although she's doing her thing on her channel, and she's never spoken bad about you at all, to my knowledge, because she doesn't do drama on her channel. Recently, you were kind of putting down what she was doing. You got some backlash for it to the point where you did a half-hearted apology, which really wasn't a real apology at all, because either you all the way apologize or you don't. You can't straddle a fence on something like that. But I think it does bother you that Candy is doing really well. She's made a lot of progress. She's lost some weight. People are getting behind her. That bugs you. The fact that there's somebody else on YouTube that maybe they had some food issues, but they've proven that those issues can be dealt with and beaten. You're trying to put out this narrative of, oh, if you do this kind of content you're eating, it's hopeless. No, it's not hopeless. The issues are not hopeless. If you have the right attitude and the right willpower, you can do whatever you want in life. But you're angry about the fact that Hungry Fat Chick is proving you a liar. She's saying you can do it. You can change your life if you want to. You can make positive change. You're choosing to not do positive change, but she is. So if I were you, I would keep Candy's name out of your mouth. See? She's doing her thing. She's doing good. You just carry on as you are.
I'll never get that. All right, so here we go. And then I just have to. God, I'm so bad at doing a job. Oh yeah, I have to put this in here like that. I'm not gonna leave it like this, but I probably could. Hello, Heidi. The colors actually look good together. Thank you. This was a hug box only. It's not a hug box, but I prefer positivity if I'm honest. Could make jokes. Tour of the new house. Well, it's nice, Abaya. Thank you. Thanks, A B C D E F G. Kind of looking Hollywood. Thank you, Jules. Hey, coffee first. Did I say hi to you?
Yeah, Chantal, she hates these open chats. She really does. The only reason why she's cool with open chat anymore is because it opens up the potential for super chats. She even hates super chats. And she's hoping that some of the people that are coming in will sign up for memberships. So it's all about, I'm doing this to make money or potentially make money. Has nothing to do with connecting with more people.
Mm. Okay, my head is big, so I'm supposed to like put this like this, like that. So then I tuck this in here and make this. Maybe I should pin it in place. Get ready for the altitude in Nepal. Oh yeah, Bam. So you did it? Did you do the base camp? So you have to be in really good shape, right? I don't want lipstick on my teeth. The altitude, yeah, you have to like properly acclimate, right? So Nepal is hard work, yeah. Slide that goes all the way down a mountain. Oh no, never tried that. I rolled down a hill once. I should do roll down a hill? Abaya edition. I mean, I could tuck my pants into my socks and just make sure, like, hold my baya down. I could be able to. I didn't do base camp. It was too expensive for me, but I'd like to try it at some point. Ah, Shivanji. Yeah, me too, Bam. He's at work. Well, doing some work. Out doing a bit of work. You know, his work hours, like when you're self-employed, you don't really have like set work hours. You know what I mean? So even for me, like doing YouTube videos, I have to like force myself sometimes to be disciplined, which I fail at a lot. Rolling down sand mountains. I almost went once to do the blood test, said I was too dehydrated. Oh, really? Catherine? Wow. Hmm. Monday, 3, 4 of a water fast. No way, really? Oh my gosh, you're doing so well though. I couldn't even get past like a few hours. I almost did a whole day last time, but then I freaked out and got sick. Can you please do tree lady? Oh. Oh, big boy. Oh, I don't want to die, so I don't know. Everest is not worth dying for me. No, no. I don't want to pass away doing it. So, hello, Rachel. Good morning, Candace. What the heck? So, speaking of which, did you hear about this woman from Texas? I don't know. I'm not laughing because it's bad for her, but I don't know. It's like She was vacationing in Dubai and she got arrested and she's facing 2 years for screaming in public and insulting a cab driver or rental car person because she damaged the car. Okay, and she was apparently really disorderly in public. So just be warned if you guys, because I see like people from the West, like Westerners, vacation to places like Dubai, and they think that it's like Vegas or Miami. I swear that's how they treat it. Wearing bikinis and things like that.
Not this one, who's been in Kuwait for what? How long? 6 to 9 months? And she's done many things that are big no-nos over there, between filming people out in public and showing their faces, and she shouldn't be doing that. Filming inside of a mosque, showing public buildings, showing areas that you really are not allowed to show, filming in a cemetery, trying to school everybody else about, you better be careful if you go to another country. Practice what you preach, Chantal.
It's still an Islamic country. It's more open than Kuwait a little bit, but it's still an Islamic country. So being disorderly and swearing in public is like very frowned upon over there, I guess. Like within reason, you know. I love this perfume. So yeah, yeah, I don't know like what the extent is of what she did, but like Saudi is the worst, really. I mean, you have to know the rules of where you're going, right? When in Rome.
And that's something you don't do. You don't sit there and study about, what can I do where I'm going? What are the customs? What are the manners? How can I be respectful to the people that live in that country? What is considered disrespectful? You don't do any studying. You just decide you want to do what you want. Well, F around and find out.
You saw more coke in Dubai than I did in Vegas. Really, Bam? Yeah, but I mean, there's probably illegal drugs everywhere, but if they catch you, you're in shit, you know? I would never risk that. Never. Oh my gosh. That's like one of my worst fears. I want to go to Saudi Arabia someday. The Real Housewives of Dubai. No.
You do realize that Saudi Arabia is, that area is a playground for the hot, rich, and bored, right? Lots of wealthy, rich, young people go there and party. How would you deal with that with Salah? You wouldn't like it.
I want to watch it now, though. I want to visit Dubai. I would like to live in Dubai, maybe. I like living in Kuwait too, though. Kuwait's awesome.
No, you wouldn't love it. You would not love Dubai. I've heard that Dubai has a nightlife, and I'm sure if Salah were in Dubai, you would never see him, because he, as a young man, he would want to go out and experience the nightlife, and apparently he's not going to experience it with you, you insecure, jealous creature. You wouldn't let him go out and experience the nightlife and the people and the sights. Everywhere he would go, you'd have to be right there with him, and you can barely walk. So he'll be stuck in a room with you, miserable and angry and resentful of you, because he'd want to go out and do so much and you'd be stopping him.
It's not as touristy. That's what I like about it. It's not as busy. You know, you don't feel like a nobody because, like, you know, there's a lot of like middle class people. So small towns. Dubai is better than Abu Dhabi. I'm sure you will be good. You're from the Western world. That girl got arrested. They're not going easy on her. You know, I don't know what she did, but yeah, going to medical school is very expensive. Dubai is too expensive for you. Do you know our budget? But it probably is, like, just from a standpoint of like, I don't want to anywhere you travel, you can find mid-range budget options. You know, there's very, very wealthy people who go there, but there's also middle class people.
Yeah, but your problem is you want to live grandiose. Like in your head, you think everything should be grand and magnificent. That's how you want to live. You want to live on the top part of the ladder. You want to have the big mansion. You want to have the nice, expensive cars. The, you want to be just spoiled rotten. You're not the kind of person, Chantal, that you are content with living simply. You can sit there and put out the narrative, but you're not happy living that way. You'll do it if you have to, but you're not content with it. Like I'm sure right now, if you given the choice, if somebody said, "Hey, Chantal, come live in a mansion, lots of money," you jump on that in a hot minute.
Oh yeah, Bam, I think so. Or Bahrain or something, eh? This looks really stupid, this part of my hijab. Is who I'm thinking about. She's gorgeous. Um, she can't handle the culture shock of being with that guy, the Egyptian guy. Yeah, because like I don't know, you have to realize it's a different culture, right? So, um, couples tag video. Thank you, Courtney. Thank you. I don't know, it's a little weird for me. Like I have to kind of fix it a bit, but thank you. I touch my face too much. I know. Tell me about it. I was thinking that, haha, she seemed to hate being with a Muslim, but also quite awful and controlling. Yeah, it's like I used to think that too about like Arab Muslim men, but then like it's a totally different culture. Like I can't explain it. They're not controlling. It's they're protective. They're very protective. Like they're very involved and protective of their women. So like and jealousy is like a very big part of the culture too. It's like and in the Western world, if you would say, "Oh my gosh, this guy's jealous," that would be a turnoff, right? But like in
I got news for you, Chantal. Salah is not protecting you. If that's what you think has been going on, you're wrong. He's not protecting you. He's protecting the paycheck. You are the cash cow with the milk. So he's protecting the paycheck. If he was so protective of you, why at every given opportunity does he throw the silent shade, calling you a potato, pinching your cheek, showing you at unflattering angles? How is that protecting you? Also, if he were protecting you, seeing that you're in bad health, why would he encourage you to have worse health? If he loved you so much, why does he continue to bring you fast food, seeing how sick you are? That doesn't scream protective, loving husband to me. Because when a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, or however you feel, whatever your identity might be, whoever your partner is, if you have a partner in life, they are your teammate and they love you, are they going to be okay with you hurting yourself? Are they going to be okay with you doing something that means your health is going to be worse? Absolutely not. If somebody loves you, they're not going to be okay with it and they're going to say so. They're not going to stand for it. So the fact that he's letting it happen, that says a lot. That says he does not care the way I'm sure you wish he did.
this part of the world, it's seen as like you care about your woman, you're protective of your woman, you don't want other men to like look at her, you know, that kind of thing. So it's like a different, totally different attitude. Thank you, just me. Follow you for years. I'm good with hijab. Well, thank you. I want to tuck it kind of like, yeah, there we go. I think that's a bit better. Chubby Howie! Come here, Howie. He thinks he's a hamster, but he's a rat. Feed him to Julia. No, poor Howie. I don't even let her near him. He's my favorite pet. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. See, it's all unraveling. I gotta hurry and do what I gotta do today. Hold on. There we go. Howie, why are you such a big boy? You don't understand why I dress the way I do? Because I'm Muslim. um, Hamsters aren't rats. I just tease. I would like purposely do my hair fibers on camera and they would fly everywhere. I purposely showed my bald spots on camera, but I'm ashamed of my hair. No, 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 no. I'm never ashamed of any part of my body. I'm never ashamed of any of my flaws. I'm never ashamed. Yeah, I know. Like,
That's a lie. That actually was a collection of lies that she just told. Because Salah has said that you can wear more casual clothing and it would be more comfortable for you if you did. You can be in Kuwait and dress modestly and comfortably and not cover yourself from head to toe in multiple layers of black clothing. I recently watched a documentary of a couple, an influencer living in Kuwait. Beautiful, attractive woman with a family. She was showing her arms and everything and really pretty. She wasn't covered from head to toe. You came on camera and told us that you don't have to dress in so much clothing. You choose to because you are embarrassed about your weight gain. That came out of your own mouth. So you can be a Muslim woman and dress modestly without covering yourself from head to toe. That's a personal choice of yours. And don't sit there and tell me that you're not ashamed about how you look, Chantal. Not when in the past you avoided mirrors like the plague. You hated mirrors, didn't like them because mirrors give a true reflection. When you were in Canada, you would go to the park. You would drive miles out of your way to go to the park. Y'all remember that? You would drive to a park and wait for no one to be around for miles before she'd step out of the car and go walking. She was always looking for ways to cover up her appearance, whether it be with filters, clothing, avoiding mirrors, filming from certain angles. None of that screams, I am confident about myself. It says just the opposite. And the bigger you get, the more you try to cover up. Rather than lose the weight, be more confident with yourself, and you won't have to work so hard in covering everything up and keeping it out of view.
I'm like the least person to say that to. You can cover your head now. No, I do it for God, okay? Like that's it. Anyway, I need to fix this piece. It's driving my OCD crazy. So I mean, you know what I mean though? Like I literally shaved my head, which is like as bald as you can get on camera. You guys remember that? Whenever I went bald and then went and got it like.
And by the way, Chantal, thank you for bringing that up. Yes, you shaved your head. And you and I, we have the same hair type. You have baby fine, thin hair. So do I. And one thing I know about baby fine, thin hair, it takes a while to grow. Okay, it doesn't grow that fast. I know you've been in Kuwait for about a total of 9 months, but you shaved your head completely bald. So your hair is not going to be long by now, okay? So you can just cut the crap. You keep saying, oh, my hair's down past my ears. That's a bunch of nonsense. If you were shaved completely bald before you went, even if you haven't shaved it since then, it's not going to be that long.
A piercing and a tattoo in the same day. I did a Britney Spears. Hi, Myrtle. Why do people care? I don't know. Trying to find any insecurity and try to like dig that in, you know? But whatever, it doesn't work on me. Are you in the lounge? I'm in the spare room. Yeah, this is the little mat I use to like do some stretch exercises, my 10-minute exercises.
Again, why haven't we seen that content? If she's doing exercising, why not turn that into content? That'd be something different for her channel.
And my vanity came with this little bench, but I'm afraid it won't hold my weight. It does, but I'm just afraid I don't want to ruin it, you know? So actually I don't have filters right now, Lexi. They're not working.
She's a la. She was using filters at the start when she started to put her makeup on. She a la.
Working, obviously. I don't remember if I turned them off or not on my phone, but
You did. Look, the Samsung phone has built-in filters. She loves her Samsung just because of the filters. She does not like iPhones because iPhones are not nice. They will show you as you are and they do not care. She hates the iPhone. She will always and forever be a Samsung girl as long as they have those doggone filters.
just because like you have like a slight smoothing filter doesn't mean that you're insecure. Like,
Ma'am, contour filter to narrow down your face. We've got the big eye filter because your eyes are not that big. Okay. We've got the contour filter to smooth out your skin. You've got multiple filters going on here.
well, maybe it does. I don't know, but
you even change your eye color, you big liar. You don't have green eyes.
So everybody in the world is insecure then, because literally everybody on social media uses them, you know? And the ones I use are very, very light. Like it's like a small smoothing filter, I think. I don't even know. I don't even care.
She lies.
Yeah. Being concerned and body shaming is completely different. You think that showing concern, if you're concerned for somebody, you don't do things to kick them while they're down, you know? Like I've seen some people like in the community that's just gross. They're like, oh my God, look how fat she is. Can you believe it? She's triple the size of Salah. Like, how is that supposed to make someone feel better about themselves? It doesn't make me more insecure, or else I would have never shown my full body.
I have a theory about that beach visit. I think it's summertime. I think he's been getting cabin fever, just staying in that house with Chantal 24/7 with nothing to do. It's summertime, so maybe he wanted to go out to the beach and just be by the doggone water. But Chantal, in all of her jealousy and insecurity, she didn't want him going down there by himself. Oh no. Because that would mean maybe there might be a pretty girl down by the sand. And if she was inside the apartment, how could she stop him from talking to her? So she had to, tag along. Or maybe he was trying to get her out of the house. He said, hey, let's go for a walk. We're right across the street from the beach. It's a short walk, Chantal. Let's go. So they went walking. And of course, Salah had to show every unflattering angle. And yes, people did remark about your size, Chantal, because you do use those filters. Because you're always trying to find angles where you're not showing your body. And everybody's been knowing, we all been known over here, with you packing on the calories, that you were gaining weight. We just weren't sure how much. We had a clue. I mean, you're wearing the biggest abayas that Kuwait can make. And they're looking like bodycon dresses. So we knew the weight gain was severe. We just didn't know how severe. But when you went to the beach, we got an idea. And yeah, it was shocking. But even more shocking was how you were moving and how you were breathing. That was the most shocking part, like how bad your health was. Because a lot of people have been following you since the very early days. And I remember back when you were with BB and you could walk just fine, you could breathe just fine. You didn't act nor sound like you do now. So the difference between then and now is night and day. That's what shocked everybody the most. That's what everybody got concerned, like, like what's going to happen to you. So where you're focused on, they're focusing on my body shape. What's more concerning is your health. It's really, really bad.
Hi, Sarah. I gotta fix this. But I mean, I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous that people think that that like helps people. You know? Oh my god! Like treating someone who's fat like a spectacle just because they're fat. Like
You know what, Chantal? If you were 500 pounds and you weren't breathing heavy and you could do a bunch of things, if you were mobile, if you were agile, nobody would say a word. But you're 5 feet tall and you're 500 pounds. Don't lie. You know you are. And your breathing is terrible. And you got a myriad of health problems. And you can't even walk for 8 minutes without sitting down because your back is screaming for mercy. That's concerning.
when half of that community is overweight as well. I'll never get that.
Not you criticizing other people for being overweight at the same time you're super, super morbidly obese. So you are looking at the community and saying you're all a bunch of fat shamers. At the same time, you're over here fat shaming. Hypocrite.
Okay, I think I fixed it a bit. Bye, ABCD. Have a nice day. The most hateful comments I've ever seen. I don't. I look. I handle it because I don't put my self worth. I consider the source, like I always say. Like, look where it's coming from. Like, no offense, but I don't really care. I don't place my self worth in others' opinions of me.
Oh, really? Did she really just say that? Hold on, let me get a drink of my coffee. I'm going to address that. That really just came out of her mouth. I don't put my self worth in what others think of me. Oh, really? You, Miss Stage 5 Clinger, you don't put your self worth in what others think of you? Yeah, you're always looking for a man to cling to because that's where you get your self worth. You got things all kinds of twisted in your head because you don't know how to be alone. You have to have somebody around, preferably a man, because you can't stand other women. You look at other women as being competition rather than friends. You have to have a man around. Your self worth is completely wrapped up in men and money. How much money do you have? How many men are staring at you? I remember back when you were in Canada, you were always telling everybody about you just didn't have one man talking to you. You would have several all at the same time. Couldn't just be one man, had to be several. There are several men chasing Chantal. You equated your worth in the number of men that were allegedly talking to you and you were meeting up with. Every man that you get with, you change your personality. When you were with BB, you were one person. When you got with Pete, you changed again. When you got with Natter, you changed again. Now you're with Salah. And you base your personality and who you are based on who they are and what they like and what they hate. You design yourself around those things. That points in the direction of, I don't have any sense of self worth. And I feel like I'm worth something. I have to be with somebody. And whoever that somebody is, I'm going to tailor myself to their likes and dislikes rather than just be myself. So you completely equate your self worth with another person. And here's the problem with that. Because when you do that, when you have no sense of self identity, if that person leaves, you're lost. You're completely lost. And you have to find another person to have an identity again, rather than find your own identity and keep it for yourself.
I like when I rage, it's just me pointing out the hypocrisies. That's all it is.
Shut up. You get on your community post and you're always going after people. You just did a community post going after FFG and other people. Nobody asked for that. You chose to do that. So you're a hateful person.
Not me feeling sorry that they're making fun of me. I don't care. You know? So that's
Okay, I want to point something out to y'all. And I know I've done this before, but I just want to do it again for context. Y'all look in the chat right now. You guys have been reading the chat. Do you see any reaction channels in her chat? She's got open chat. Some of us could go in there. We don't. We leave Chantal alone. We stay on our channels and we react to her videos and her live streams. That's it. We don't go in there and harass her. So if we're not going in there to harass her or bother her, how are we bullying her? Reacting to her live streams and videos, that's reacting. That's giving our thoughts, feelings, and opinions. But nobody is in there bothering Chantal. But she makes a point to go on other people's freaking channels and leave her comments. As a matter of fact, Miss Hypocrite over here, Exhibit A. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Do 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 do. All right. Let me show you a little Chantal and what she did tonight with me. One moment. I'm bringing it up. Give me just a second. Looking. Give me just a moment to find it. Where's the comment that she left on my video? Do 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 do. Did you remove it, Chantal? Did you remove the comment? Because I trolled you. Oh, I'm so sorry. She probably did. She got mad. I think she did. No, wait, it's there. I think. Unless she got rid of it. Shut up, Chantal. I don't want to hear that video. She did remove it. I got the screenshot though, Chantal. I do. I have it. Come on, Chantal. Did you get rid of it? She did get rid of it. Coward. You coward. You so got rid of it. You witch. Where is it? You did get rid of it. Oh, you're a coward. Oh, there it is. There it is. I'll even show the screen. Here it is. Hold on a minute. Share the screen. There's the comments right there. There she is. There's the girl of the hour, Charles Reed. That's Chantal. So you came out of your backyard tonight, Chantal. You came out of your backyard and you wandered into mine without invitation. Nobody asked you to come over here. And you decided you wanted to leave a nasty comment saying, no one cares what your thoughts are. You aren't a doctor. Hey, I never claimed to be one. Did I ever say I was a doctor? Did I ever say I had a certificate? Did I ever try to diagnose anybody? No. My reply was, everybody wave to Chantal. Hello, Chantal, aka Miss Fondue, Charles. Did you use up all of your points today? But there's Chantal. There she is, right there. Boom. She wandered over here. Nobody invited her into the yard for the barbecue. She invited herself. She does this crap all the time. She's used that account all the time. We know it well. She'll go in other people's comment sections and on their videos and leave nasty comments for no random reason other than the fact that she's bored. Stay in your yard, Chantal. Stay in it. Yet you want to accuse us of bullying you, picking on you. I'm looking in your live chat right now. I don't see a single reaction channel, not one. I see a lot of other people. I don't see the reactors. You do your lives, you do your videos. We wait till they're done. We react to them. Or while you're live, we react to that. We don't go out of our way to be nasty to you, but you go out of your way to be nasty to us. So stuff it.
That's how I deal. Seem to have a lovely man who accepts me for who I am. Yeah, of course. No one's perfect. So, I mean, you know, even if he was with somebody conventionally beautiful, whatever that means, like if there's no chemistry, there's no chemistry.
And there is none. You guys don't have chemistry. It's been 9 months. There's no chemistry. You're both awkward together. You can't stand him. He can't stand you. It's a business transaction. It is what it is. If it's a paid for thing, it's a paid for thing. But you're not in love with him. He's not in love with you. He's not going to be in love with you. It's a paycheck for him. That's all it is. And if it weren't you, it'd be somebody else. He's can go out and find somebody. It's just that you are the cow in the pasture right now giving the most milk. But if you wandered off, he'd find another one. It's not that hard to understand.
You know what I mean? Like I've known people who were like, yeah, I mean, if there's no chemistry, there's no chemistry. And maybe that person has other personality.
I just want to insert this really quick. If there was chemistry between the two of you, if there was real love between the two of you wouldn't have to pay for it. I'm just saying. Because if you really love somebody, you don't have to pay them. Didn't you say long ago, Chantal, all he has to do is fake love me? Well, it would seem fake love is very, very expensive, isn't it? Into the thousands. And real love is free. So the question remains, the love that you've been given, the attention that you've been given, has it been free? Or has it been something you just simply paid for? I think I know the answer. I think you paid for the attention. You rented his attention. But when you rent something, you don't truly own it. Do you? No, it's not really yours. Never will be yours. So take the fake love if that's all you can get, if that's all you want, because you'll never have the real thing with someone who does not have a connection with you.
Flaws that, makes them less attractive. It just depends. For years I've felt horrible the way they treated me. I don't understand the hate. I don't know, teardrop. I feel like it's just the way social media is so toxic, I can see you, Debbie. How he's cleaning himself. So, beauty's only skin deep. Exactly, it's true. I've had this thing here, this pimple. Can I block your main account? Yeah, you have to leave me a comment though, I think. No, I'm not open to weight loss surgery. Yeah.
She wouldn't be able to get it anyway. Her and Amberlyn Reed They have both researched getting weight loss surgery. Not possible. They both have issues with food. Not possible. Not a good idea, even if it were possible. Until they get those issues under control, WLS is off the table. Because let's just say on a whim, they both got the surgery. Let's just say they both safely made it off the table. Because they have those issues with food still very much and active in their head, what's it going to lead to? If you've got a stomach the size of a teacup and you can only put so much in it, but you've got your urges telling you to fill up on food, and you do, you might rupture your stomach, or you're going to get sick over and over and over again. That's why the issues with food have to be dealt with, because that kind of surgery is very extreme. It's very dangerous. It's intense. And the doctors that give you the surgery, they want to know that they're going to do the surgery and there's going to be good reason for it. There's going to be some kind of success after the surgery is over. They don't want to put you in a position where they're going to make your stomach smaller and then later on you might end up hurting yourself or worse. So no WLS for her or Amber, because neither one of them have gotten their issues with food under control.
Oh. There hasn't been much chemistry where in the chats. You guys are not going to see sexual chemistry on camera. It's not going to happen. I
We don't want to see that anyway, but go ahead.
feel like we definitely have loving chemistry.
No, you don't. No, you absolutely don't have that. He doesn't like you, Chantal. You're just business partners, okay? It doesn't go any deeper than that. He's not fond of you. Not at all. And I know where your mind is going to go if you watch this. You'd be like, oh, you're just saying that because of my size. No, big women can be beautiful and elegant and be queens. It's not about the size of the body. It's about the person inside the body. You have a lot of bad traits. You're gross. You're inappropriate. You're feral. You're rude. You're inconsiderate. You're immature. You're vain. You're narcissistic. You're thoughtless. So many things wrong there. To the point where your body size is at the bottom of the list. It's not about the size of you. It's about who you are as a person. It's a sum of your parts. This is why guys don't want to be around you, because of the way you conduct yourself and the way you carry yourself. You don't carry yourself very well. I've always found that to be a mystery with you, the fact that you want love so badly, and yet you do everything in the world to be unappealing and unattractive. I would think someone like yourself that you want a partner in life, you would do everything in your power to be appealing. You would take those doggone showers. You would wash your hair. You put on your makeup. You want to take care of your body. You want to get your health together. You want to get your life together. Make every part of your life appealing and attractive. But somewhere in your head, you honestly think that you can be the most gross, vulgar, disgusting, inappropriate human being you can be. And some Instagram model guy is just going to fall madly in love with you. This is a fantasy world that you're living in. This is a delusion that you have. You need to get that out of your head. You want a man to be with you, you've got to be hygienic. You've got to be clean. You got to take care of yourself. You got to take those showers, mama. You got to brush those teeth. You got to wash your clothes. Make it to where a guy can sit next to you and he's not got wafts of unpleasant scents filling his nose. You got me? Look at it from the other side. Put yourself in the other chair. If you were a person, hygienic, clean, mannerly, polite, and you were looking at somebody who is gross, vulgar, feral, inappropriate, would that be appealing to you? Would you want to be with something like that? Would that turn you on? I don't think it would. So, if you would not want someone with all those traits, why are you insisting that your partners have to deal with them? Understand now? Good.
Salah is the sweetest person ever, you know. So Salah blocked you.
Because you pay him to be. Of course, he's going to be nice to you as long as he's getting paid.
Chantal's always seemed friendly and kind. I am. I mean, everyone has their limits though, and that's like how these people. That's the whole community of Gore World. That's why I call it crap, because for lack of a better term, because that's all they do. That's all their content is poke, poke, poke somebody until they get a rage, and that's their entertainment. Imagine living your life.
Oh, please. Please. We poke, poke, poke until we get a rage. Again, look in the chat. Do y'all see any reaction channels in there? Is anybody that's a reactor poking her? She pokes herself. She pokes her. We don't have to poke Chantal. She pokes herself because she knows that the most interesting thing about her channel anymore are the rages, and anymore she's so bored she can't even muster up enough energy for a rage, a proper one, a real one. She has to fake a rage. She'll fake a rage if it means an uptick in views. She used to have real rages. Now anymore, they're fake. She works backwards. A lot of things about Chantal, she worked backwards. Like she says the opposite of what she means. She hates the reaction channels. She says that, but yet at the same time, she does a lot of things catering specifically to the reaction channels to get our attention. Because if there's one thing that Chantal wants more than anything in the world besides money, it's attention. And she can't stand it if the reaction channels start talking about anybody besides her. She wants to be number one. So she will purposely do and say things to get our attention or to irritate people. She loves kicking that hornet's nest. She provokes attention in whatever way she can, whether it's by how she dresses, the things she says, being inappropriate, being vulgar, it doesn't matter. She wants us to talk about her. She hates us, but she loves us. You know, you got a love hate relationship with all of us. I can't stand those people. Can't stand them. But yet she'll cater to us.
Life like that. Like I could never, you know. Salah's outdoing some work, Agathon. My cousin lost 80 kgs in 6 months. She looked great, but he was. I know a lot of people who just gained it back. You know, like it would take a while to get the surgery anyway.
She would never get approved.
I see chemistry between you and Salah. He loves you. Thank you, teardrop. Dab some toothpaste. I heard that trick before. We're here to defend you. Thanks, Ghostface. I have something on my nose. Okay, Pandy. Why you unblock? I don't know. Hold on to your morals and values and keep trying. Trying is the first step. You've got this. Focus on your family and your life. F everyone else online. Yeah, true, different. That's what I try to do, different item. Like, you know, after I just freak out on something, I just realized, like, no, I'm not supposed to be doing that. I'm supposed to just be like keeping my composure. And if I want to speak out against something, I'm going to try to.
This comment from Lexi saying, you said you are the queen of girl world. And yet she's calling the girl world community, it's a crap community. I'm not part of that. But yet she crowned herself the queen of girl world. If the girl world is a mess and toxic and you are the queen, doesn't the blame go to the leader, aka the queen? Good point. If you are the queen of girl world, Chantal, and girl world is toxic, then shouldn't the biggest finger be pointed at you for that?
Try to do it without like vulgarity, you know. But I mean, people have their limits, you know. Nobody's perfect, and yeah, they pushed and pushed for you to go outside, and when you did, they made fun of you. Yeah, I know. Even though they never show themselves going anywhere. What Govi? Oh, are you going back to Cuba? No, no. If I do, it would be with Salah. You know, I'm the queen. I mean, I'm the queen of Gore World, as in like they need. I'm their subject. Like they have no content of their own to talk about.
Really? We don't have any content? We're not we're not creative over here? Didn't I show in the beginning of this video what I was doing? I have an ambiance channel, Chantal, and I've got two more that I'm planning. It's just that right now I'm focused on the ambiance and switching everything over. And then I'm going to be switching over to channel number 3. So I've got the main channel. I'm switching over all the ambiance content to the ambiance channel to kind of separate the content for those who just want the ambiance. And then I'll be starting on the tarot channel and getting that running. And then a gaming channel. So I'll have 4 channels on YouTube, plus my regular work off of YouTube. But I have nothing else to do. And there's a lot of people in girl world. They're hard workers also. They have regular jobs, they have families. They're artistic. There's a lot of artistic creative people in girl world. We have to be artistic to make you funny, because sometimes you're not. Sometimes you're a bore. We got to bring all those talents to the table. We got to work our magic. You know, you give us that bland, boring potato content. We got to work our magic to make it tasty. But we're talentless, right?
You know, like I couldn't be walking at 48 degrees. I know, me too. I can't believe in Canada when it was like 32 degrees, I'd freak out. I'm sick of weight loss journeys. Well, I do need to get some weight off Agathon so I can travel, you know. I like to be funny and joke around with you guys, but I also like to keep it real, you know. Keep open chat. I like to keep open.
Want to keep it real? Start telling the truth. Stop lying. That's how you keep it real.
Chat, yeah. But I also want to you guys can still become beezers, you know. Don't let them steal your.
You know, you want people to become beezers. You want people to sign up for memberships. First, you got to give them something worth signing up for. How about that? You want people to pay those doggone memberships, give them something worth paying the membership price for. Stop expecting that when you turn on a live, just because it's you, they're going to spend that $5 a month. There's lots of people that signed up for the postcard club. They paid $10 a month. And I did the math, Chantal. Each person paid over $100 total for that postcard club. They never got a single postcard. You got a lot of free money for nothing with that postcard club. So don't you think it's time to start working a little bit and entertaining your people and stop being so doggone lazy?
Peace, exactly. Satan never gives up. He keeps making things worse. Exactly, Ghostface. It's true. Thanks, Bunny. Yeah, the white really opens your eyes up. Hi, Jamie. I mean, people can be concerned for me, sure, but I mean, like, a lot of them are just pointing and laughing, but whatever. I don't care. I don't watch them like at all. If I hear anything they say, it would be on.
Chantal, how many times did you get on your channel and make fun of people? You make fun of people for their gender. You make fun of people for how they dress, how they look, how they smell. How many insults have you dished out? The moment you start insulting people, you're leveling the playing field. If you use your channel and your platform to go after people, whether it's on your community post, in your live streams, in your videos, you know, if you can dish it out, then you can take it. And you've dished out a lot. You've even gone after your own beezers. You get mad at some of your beezers and you'll make live streams and community posts about them. Imagine that. Shaming people and embarrassing people that gave you extra money. Yeah, you've done that too, more than once. So don't sit there on your little pedestal and say, well, they pick on me. They're all bullies. They're so mean to me. They pick on me for no reason when you've done plenty of picking in the past and you still do it. That community post where you're talking about FFG again. So you'll make posts like that. You make a whole bunch of rage posts, and then just like clockwork, you'll rage, 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 then get rid of it like it never existed. And then you'll come on here and say, oh, they're picking on me.
Yo Mama stream, which I think I'll watch him like, and then whenever like I hear it's about me, I'll just dip, you know, because I always feel like I want to reply something and point out like how ridiculous these people are when they say certain.
She's over here claiming, I don't watch the reactors directly. I'll go through somebody else. Then why were you in my comment section? Answer me that. If you watch through other people, the person you just mentioned hasn't talked about me. So you came to my channel, watched my video, made a nasty comment. So you lied.
Certain things, and it's just not worth it. Like it's like talking to a brick wall, so there's no point. But yeah, I agree. I think it's very concerning. I have to do something about my weight. And at the same time, just be realistic about it instead of going to these extreme diets. And I think that Weight Watchers will be probably a good start for me because everybody.
Nope, definitely not. Y'all saw what I put on Twitter. Weight Watchers even said if you have issues with food, it's not for you. That's not what they're there for. So it will not work for Chantal. It will not work for Amber. They need inpatient. They need professional help.
I know who tried Weight Watchers has had success with it, like long term, you know. But yeah, hate to love what me. People hate to love me. You know, did I ever tell you that people that was one of my horoscopes when I was younger? Remember I told you that people love to hate me and hate to love me. That always stuck with me. I don't know why. I went over my points, bam, on the first day too. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep doing it. Because 50 points should be enough, you know? I'll just try to eat more free foods. Like I'm going to be roasting a chicken so that I love roasted chicken. And I have a lot of McBool. I have a lot of fruits and vegetables I bought. And we did eat them. I did. I have some cheese. I went over my points because I ate Pizza Hut. Oh my gosh, that's so high in points. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so good though. Stuffed crust pizza.
I recognize that look. So she's talking about Pizza Hut. You see that look on her face? How her expression just changed? She's like reminiscing about the Pizza Hut. Oh, it's so good. She really enjoyed it. That's one of her trigger foods, pizza. But you know, she's getting that look on her face like, I really want it right now.
Are you sharing any Weight Watchers meals or recipes? Yeah, for sure, Joanne. Thank you, Kaylee. Yeah, because like, you know, if I'm really, really dying for takeout or fast food, because it's so hard to like detox from junk food. It really is. You actually feel it. You actually feel like a sickness. Like I need a burger. I swear. I swear. I know that's gonna be seen as a joke, but I'll spend 30 points on, or maybe a kid's meal would be good. No, a Whopper and fries sometimes.
She's still trying to find a way to bring that fast food to her. She's trying to include it. She's not even trying to stay away from it. She's trying to find any and every way to include the doggone fast food, even though it's not good for her at all.
Sometimes you just need it.
No, you don't need it. See, that's your problem. You think you need it. You're trying to justify it by saying, I need it. No, the correct term is you want it because fast food is not a freaking necessity. It is not essential for survival. There's no nutrition in it. But you're trying to switch it and say, I need it. No, you think you need it. You don't. You really, really don't.
I don't know. Just make small changes over time. Yeah, that's a good way to do it too. You can have cheat days without the guilt. Yeah, that's what you get the weekly points for. And every time I do the exercises, it will add points. Yeah. It's an actual feeling, yeah.
Leave it to Chantal if she would exercise for like 5 minutes just so she could say to Salah, I exercised for 5 minutes. Now I could eat 4,000 calories. Hey, Chantal, I used to have an exercise bike that I called George. I had a love hate relationship with George because using it, it hurt my legs so much. I always got off the bike and I felt good though. Like I felt alive, but it was tiring. But I would sit there and like change the resistance on it. And I would ride for an hour hard. And I kept track of the meter of how many calories I was burning, like an hour straight. And I would burn like 1,000 calories or so. So if it took me an hour riding hard on an exercise bike and burning like 1,000 calories, can you imagine how much activity you would have to do to burn 3,000? Quite a bit, more than you could take.
When are we going camping, bees? Well, it won't be with Allah, but with Allah, but maybe Murad. I don't know. In the winter, Agathon. In the winter, I love poppers. Could you unprivate your keto journey videos from years ago? I guess I can. I'm not sure. I'm torn on like if I should like private my non-hijabi videos, but at the same time, they're all over the internet anyway, you know. But I don't know.
And that's another thing. I'm glad you brought that up, Chantal. So it's interesting that you are now a newly reverted Muslim woman, right? You've been newly reverted for a while. This is your new journey, correct? So if you're wanting everybody to look at you in a certain way and treat you a certain way, why haven't you gone back to your channel and gotten rid of all of the content where you were catering to the feedy people? Clearly, it's still there. It's still there. If you are serious about your journey and you want everybody else to take you seriously, why is that content there? Wouldn't you want to remove it and get rid of it and start over? Yeah, you would. So the fact that it's still there says a lot.
Do it gradually, yeah. Pizza Hut is better than Pizza Hut is so good. But no, Domino's is good too. The stuffed crust here, they don't skimp on the cheese. That's why it's so addictive. They put like a buttery sauce on the crust and they stuff it whole, like to the gill with cheese. And it's like a good quality of cheese. Don't hide, you're an icon. Squeaky Frog. We haven't had any other characters in forever. What characters do you want? You have Howie. I found maybe not just her, but that's what being around people with high energy is draining for me. That's what it is. She was very nice, very sweet, but I can't handle that kind of energy, you know. I don't know. She was fun. She was, I guess, but you know, I don't know. Not for me, I guess. I like more quiet people to hang out with now, you know. So that's what I meant by that. High energy is exhausting. It's very exhausting. I don't know. You stay away from most people.
Okay, so we've got like a few minutes left on this video, but the react is almost at 2.5 hours. I think we'll cut it off here. Maybe include some comments if she didn't turn off the comments. Yep, she turned it off. Typical Chantal. You're hurting your engagement, Chantal, but go ahead. It's your decision. But that's it for this react. I'm going to go ahead and end this here and get to work on designing the thumbnail. So I hope everybody's enjoyed this longer react. If you have, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you so much for being here, and please have a wonderful day. Bye now.